EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for April 14th, 2022. It is Thursday. We have another very warm day on tap today, but there will be some thunderstorms moving in later this afternoon and part of the evening, and I'll give you those details for that, both timing and impacts, in a moment. First and foremost, our daily video forecast sponsor for Thursday is North Penn Car Wash in Lansdale, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Join the Unlimited Car Wash Club starting at just $13.95 per month. It's the only place where weather doesn't matter, and you can wash your car or truck as often as you like within a calendar month for one low monthly rate. So if you're like me and you wash your car when it's really nice out, and then a couple days later and it rains, and you look like you're wasting your money, right? Well, now you don't have to worry about that. If you have the Unlimited Car Wash Club, you can go back and get your car washed all over again as many times as you want throughout the month for one low monthly rate. They are North Penn Car Wash, 986 Sumney Town Pike in Lansdale, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Proud sponsors of the Thursday video forecast. So we have another warm day today. Temperatures above me are a little bit more of a spread than yesterday because we're going to have a cold front moving toward the region. So our western and northwestern areas will not get quite as warm as eastern and southeastern areas. So these are, this is the spread in temperatures above me, 72 to 83, which is a pretty significant spread when you think about it, given that we're not talking about that much real estate here. Of our coverage region, but because that cold front's coming through a little bit earlier, we will have a vast spread in temperatures. So again, it's going to reach our central PA counties first, and that will be as early afternoon. But further southeast, you're still going to be in the sun, and those temperatures are going to continue to increase, and that's why you're going to get to 80 or above in those areas. And far southeastern areas will get to about 82, 83 before that front comes through. And then scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to move through and probably exit off the coast by early evening. It doesn't look like it's going to last too long. Let's get over to the NAM high-res future simulated radar. This does not look impressive as we're in the middle of the day. You can follow the timestamp in the upper right-hand corner of the video to see where I'm at here. But as I move this forward, it starts getting a little bit better organized once it gets over to the eastern part of the state. So this is going to be past Harrisburg. I don't think Harrisburg has much of a threat. I don't think anything west of Harrisburg or north of Harrisburg has any threat there either. So once you get over the far eastern part of the state, we could get into a little bit better organized storms. But this is kind of like a broken line. It looked like it was much more organized before when we were looking at this in previous simulated radars, and it may end up doing that. It may end up congealing into something a little bit. But it looks like just certain points of this line, you'll have the opportunity for something a little bit stronger. What I mean by stronger, well, instead of having just a garden variety thunderstorm, you might have some wind gusts in there that get 40 to 50 miles per hour. Not quite severe levels, but there is a severe risk for this day, in particular, from the Storm Prediction Center. If we look at the SPC outlook that they had, that they put up on Wednesday afternoon, this is what it looks like. And it does have a slight, they did add a slight risk for severe weather in our very far eastern areas, and this would be from just east of Lancaster over to Philly, including the Lehigh Valley and much of the central and northern New Jersey here for the slight risk for severe storms. I think it's a pretty good emplacement because if we're going to have anything more robust, it's most likely going to be in those areas. And again, it's because of timing. The areas farther to the west will be getting this coming in a little bit too early. So this is early afternoon. You really don't have that much instability built at this point yet. You will have time for more instability to work into the equation downstream. So in that case, the lapse rates will build as well. So you'll have some gusty wind potential there, but I just don't see this being a huge, severe day. There could be parts of this line, again, that could have some more robust cells along it, and that will wrap up, we think, by about 8, 9 o'clock, and it's out of here already. It's already off the coast. So this is going to come in as early as just past noon. This is 1 p.m. in our western areas. Not really getting it organized until we get over to the eastern part of the state, and that's more like around 3, 4 o'clock, and that rolls through all the way to the coast through the dinner hour and then off the coast after that point between 8 and 9 o'clock. So this should be out pretty quickly. And taking a look at the soundings, and I showed this in the video yesterday, and I was just talking about this earlier in the week, how there was an appreciable lack of forcing, and the reason for that is because it is so far removed for the best forcing, in this case, which is much farther to the north here, way off the map, okay? So we have this cold front associated with it, But the forcing is going to be much farther to the north, and that's why we're not going to have a lot of, in terms of severe weather, I think. You could have some stronger storms here just because we have the higher dew points, higher temperatures, so some increased positive buoyancy, as I explained in yesterday's video, but that forcing being so far removed from the area is really going to cut down on this, and we're kind of going back to that. So last night it looked like we were going to get into something that was going to be a little bit more robust as we were showing the video last night, and some of the soundings were indicating that. Now we're back to this idea, and I got to change the color here since this is, of course, a black background, but the forcing is what we're worried about here. So the forcing here, which is right in here, this is really not high enough of a lift process to get this going. It's going to increase the natural buoyancy of warm air at the surface rising towards cold air aloft. It's going to enhance it a little bit, but these aren't really really high, and the instability values aren't really screaming off the charts either. So we'll see how this goes. It could completely reverse the morning of, and if that's the case, we will make an assessment in the morning and go from there. But I don't see anything jumping out at me saying that this is not screaming severe weather outbreak to me here. Okay. And by the way, if you're going to have anything, it's going to be straight line winds. That's it. We're not talking about a large hail threat. We're not talking about a tornado threat. There's almost zero chance for that. This is looking at just a straight line wind damage threat, if anything at all, with that particular event. So that's your thunderstorm forecast for today. And then once you get to Friday, we are going to still have a very nice day. Not quite as warm as today, but you look above me, 65 to 70. We'll take that, right? Those are pretty nice temperatures, and we will be mostly sunny on Friday as well. In between fronts, we have a partly cloudy start to the day here or partly to mostly cloudy start to the day here on Saturday. Then clouds increase. You'll have some late showers with the reinforcing front on the lead of a trough. There's a big trough coming in behind this, which is right here. Whoop. There we go. If I get the right color again, I got to change the color. I keep forgetting to do that. So you get this big trough coming in behind this, right? So this front is on the lead of that trough, and that's why you're getting showers here later in the during the afternoon and evening on Saturday. Okay, so that is with the reinforcing front, and that will lower temperatures when we get behind it for Sunday. So Saturday will still be on the mild side. It's milder than average. And once we get to Sunday, temperatures are going to go dip down quite a bit. We're going to have mostly sunny skies again Sunday, but we're looking at temperatures stuck in the 50 to 55 degree range instead of what they were. You actually might have some areas in far northern areas that don't get out of the 40s. That's certainly possible on Sunday. Then I think we're hanging in the 50 to 55 degree range pretty much the next several days, so going through at least midweek, okay? We might start climbing out of it once you get in the late week and getting back closer to 60 again, or maybe into the low 60s, and then going into the 60s after that point. But this 4-day period looks like from Sunday through Wednesday is going to be when it bottoms out, and you have temperatures generally in the 50 to 55 degree range during that period. We're also looking at mostly sunny skies on Sunday, even though it's going to be colder. And then once we get to Monday, partly cloudy skies will start, and then mostly cloudy later in the day. We'll have some showers working in during the evening or overnight Monday night, and that will go into Tuesday, at least part of Tuesday. And here's those showers with that offshore low moving through on Tuesday. Once we get past Tuesday, we go back to partly cloudy skies again as high pressure moves back into the region, but temperatures are going to be on the starting to rebound a little bit. Once we get to Wednesday, we're getting into the kind of either side of the middle 50s, and then we'll just keep going up from there, it looks like. So if you can deal with those couple days there, 4 days or whatever it is of temperatures that are below average, it's the opposite of the above average we're doing now, so all balances out. Once you get past that, we should get back to closer to normal with maybe near to slightly below average as we get past once we get past Wednesday this week, which is the 20th. Okay, once we get beyond that, we should get a little bit warmer more consistently, at least in the 60s or closer to average. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for April 14th, 2022. Have a great Thursday.